Alright, in Chapter 7, number 13, we're buying a year's worth of textbooks for college, and it can be expensive. So we're going to consider a large population of college students for whom the distribution of the annual cost of textbooks is a little bit skewed to the left. And below we can see the 5-number summary for the population. The minimum is 80, the first quartile is 215, the median is 335, Q3 is 380, and the maximum is 440. So in this case, suppose we take random samples of size 32 from this population, and instead of calculating the mean or the proportion in this case, we're going to calculate the IQR for each of the samples, and then we see the dot plot of the IQR from about 50 of those samples. Okay. Now it's important to look at the actual population here because we're comparing IQRs. We can see that the actual IQR, which remember is Q3 minus Q1, would be 380 minus 215, which is 165. So that's for the actual population. So part A asks us to explain what the dot at 240 represents, this dot right here. And this dot right here, it represents a single sample whose IQR is 240. So a single sample of 32 books whose IQR is 240. Part B asks us whether the sample IQR is an unbiased estimator of the population IQR, and we have to justify our answer. In order to do that, we have to look at this whole distribution and estimate what we think the mean is. There's certainly a peak here at like 130, but the distribution is slightly skewed to the right. So it's hard to say exactly where you estimate the mean. So if you estimated the mean to be about here at 165, then you would say it is an unbiased estimator because the actual IQR of the population was 165. But because of this skewness, I think it's actually probably a little bit larger than that. So if you estimated that the mean was around 170 or so, you would say the mean of the distribution of 50 samples is about 170. And then you could say because the population IQR equals 165, then sample IQR is not an unbiased estimator of population IQR. In order for it to be unbiased, we would need the mean of this distribution to equal the actual population parameter IQR. And that's it.